Hey guys, what is up? Josh Short here from Edit Video Faster. Welcome to lesson 7 in learning your After Effects keyboard shortcuts. This lesson focuses on the keyboard shortcuts around views. So let's jump right into it. All right, our first one here, not really a keyboard shortcut, but more of a trick. If you remember from our previous video, if we used our hand tool to move our composition around, if we want to center this back up, we can double click our hand tool over here in the toolbar, and that's going to center our composition back up. Next, if we want to zoom in or zoom out in our composition panel, we can hit the period key on the main keyboard. That's going to zoom in, or the comma key to zoom out. Let's zoom out a bit more for this next one. The next one, if you hold down the shift key and hit the / that is going to zoom or fit your composition to the composition panel. You can see it's now at 108% versus down here when I was using period and comma to zoom in and out. You can tell your magnification ratio here. Right next to that is your resolution settings. If you hold down Command if you're on a Mac, Control if you're on a Windows computer, and hit J, that's going to change it to full. So that's when you're doing your RAM previewing, that's going to give you your fullest resolution, so your highest quality playback. If you hold down Command or Control, Shift, and J, that's going to change it to half resolution. If you're on a slower computer, you probably want to be working in half resolution or even a third or a quarter. And lastly, if you hold down Command, Control, Option, Alt, and the J key, that's going to change it to whatever you have set for your custom resolution playback settings. To zoom in on the timeline, you can hit the equals key or the minus key, or the hyphen key, if you will, to zoom out on the timeline. So again, equals, that's going to zoom in, minus, that's going to zoom out on the timeline. If you want to zoom in so you get all the way down to the single frame units, hit the semicolon key, and we can see, as we move through, this is one frame at a time. And we can hit the semicolon key again to zoom all the way back out. Here's another one if you're working on a slower system. If you enable the caps locks when you click and you drag as you scrub through the timeline, your composition panel is not going to auto update, and then when you click and let go, then it'll update your frame. So again, with the cap locks enabled, when you scrub through, you'll get this red bar at the bottom of the composition panel, and it's not going to do a live update. Go back to normal, uncaps locks, whatever that is called, and then when you scrub through, you'll actually see the motion. To show or hide the safe zones, you can hit the apostrophe key. That is the one next to the return or enter key. To show or hide the grid, tack on the Command or Control button and then hit apostrophe. That's going to turn on this grid. Command or Control and apostrophe to turn it off. To turn on or off your rulers, that's these guys here. Command or Control R. I am typically never working without these on, pretty much because I love the guides so much. And to show or hide the guides, that's this little blue guy right here, you can hold down Command or Control and the semicolon. That's going to turn on or off your guides. And if you don't know, you can click and drag here in the ruler, pull this down, and that's going to make a new guide for you. And I have some other tutorials on guides as well. I'll link that up here in the corner of the video. And last one here, when we select one of our layers here in the timeline, you get all these different layer controls here in the composition panel. If you want to hide those for whatever reason, or you are not seeing them, hold down Command or Control, Shift, and the H key, and that's going to turn off or on these layer controls here in the composition panel. I typically always leave these on, but if for whatever reason, for showing somebody or whatever, you need to turn those off, or just for visibility purposes, Command or Control, Shift, and H. That's going to turn those off or back on. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new in this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps other people find it. Hit that subscribe button so you see the rest of the videos in this series and new videos on this channel. Go drink some water, and I will see you all around in the next video. Bye.